host for the Abalone Hunter. We're here at Caspar Cove. I'm on the north side of the cove. The reason why I'm picking the north side, because on the north side there's this nice ledge that I can walk along, or if I get tired I can crawl out on and rest for a little bit. For anybody that's interested in diving this cove, this is a great place to go diving for abalone. There seems to be more abalone on the north side than there is on the south side. Not to say there aren't any abalone on the south side, but there is a reserve on the south side, especially for commercial urchin divers. So there's a lot of urchins, and abalone is in competition with urchins a lot, and sometimes those urchins even push out the abalone. So in which case there are abalone, as I stated, on the south side, just not in greater numbers like they are on the north side. So that's why I choose to dive on the north side today. Few more options. Hopefully we'll find some big ones today. All right, so wish me good luck. Abalone. Ledge here, unfortunately, it comes to a point where there's a little cave right here around the corner. At this point, if you were to walk this ledge, you would have to jump in using what they call the giant stride, or there's an area there you could crawl in, and then you could swim over to this ledge, and then you can walk this ledge for quite some time. The advantages of doing so is, especially on those really cold ocean days, you're conserving your heat for the dive. In other words, the longer you're in the water, being that water can conduct heat much more efficient than in air, you lose your body heat much quicker in the water. He got an abalone. Good. Cool. Way to go. Woo! Abalone! All right. Thank you very much. OTV.com. Nice visibility, about 15 feet, maybe better in some places. Lots of kelp, lots and lots of kelp. Plenty of abalone too. Oh, this bag is much heavier with the abalone in it. I'm tucking this in my sleeve area. Caspar Cove. On the ticket there, number 36. All else fails, I have found another way to do this. sometimes these holes rip, just as you see. Zip ties, whatever it takes to put these things on. There, I got that one tagged there. This is the normal way you do it, with a zip tie. Even though, if you notice, we filled out the tags, it is important to fill out the card. It is against the law to show up at the vehicle with one tagged and not the card filled, or vice versa. Month, date, the time approximately you took it, and the location code last. Fish and Wildlife knows that you have properly tagged your abalone. I got my limit of 3. That means I have 3 in possession on me, and that's all I can have until I eat 1, 2, or all 3 of them. Once I eat 1, 2, or 3 of them, now I could go back and pick another abalone for another meal. Starting tomorrow, July 1st, it's going to be closed for a whole month until August 1st when it reopens. Then we can start this whole ab hunting all over again. But what else is there to do? Out here, crab season is still open till the end of July, so there's plenty of crabs in Caspar Beach, believe it or not. You can work out in the sandy areas. Be sure that if you're going to be hunting for crab, I mean, you can free dive for crab, believe it or not. You could even use scuba tanks if you'd like to, for Dungeness crab. There is another particular crab called the Puget Sound king crab, commonly known as a box crab. That crab, you cannot use scuba. You can only use free dive. But for Dungeness, no problem. Free dive, scuba, use one of those nets that they use for catching. That's fine. There's plenty of crab out here. What else can we do? Fishing. We can go spear fishing, pole fishing, all kinds of fishing is going to be open for this month of July. Lingcod, cabezone, greenlings, any plethora number of rockfish that's out there. Surfing. People love to come out here to surf. And kayaking. People love to come out here to kayak. There's plenty of little caves on the north side of this cove that you can explore. And most of all, people love to do videography and photography out here. Come on out here and swim and snorkel. Got to keep those legs in good, strong working order, because if you just sit out and do anything and do nothing, and then come on out here August 1st, you might be a little bit weak from not exercising. Best way to keep those legs in shape for diving is diving. So, keep up the diving out here. Lots to do. I wish you good luck out there. Abalone. I'm Charlie Lorenz with the Abalone Hunter Show, and I'd like to ask you, what's your name?
Aaron McBride.
Aaron McBride, and you're doing, what's the name of your recipe?
It's called Asian Orange. Here we go.
Asian Orange.
Asian Orange.
And what's so special about your recipe here?
Well, first of all, we pounded our abalone with so much love, nobody has a chance of beating us.
That's great.
It comes down to getting your abalone tender. It comes down to not letting the abalone bleed out so that all that flavor stays in it. And we dipped it in egg and Ritz cracker crumbs. And then on one side we put pistachio nuts. And then we cook that in butter, light butter. I mean, heavy butter, but not much. And then a little bit of brown sugar gets added. After that side's done, you flip it, more butter, and then we flash a little bit of orange juice, sweet orange juice, fresh squeezed, in the pan, and you swirl it and it goes right into the meat. In fact, if you want to watch how that happens right here, add a little bit of sugar. It's almost like candy. You don't want to overcook abalone because it starts to, the more you cook it, the tougher it gets. Oops. Okay. little bit of more butter in that. That's good right there. Now comes the orange juice. And it goes right in. Mama.
Wonderful. And so, have you entered this into the contest before?
Yes, last year we got the grand prize.
You did?
What we were told was we got the first perfect score in the 19 years of the function.
That's great. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very
And
much.
what was the grand prize? What was that?
We went to the Caribbean cruise, or we did a Caribbean, they have Subsurface Progression donated a time in their house in the Yucatan.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Great. Well, good job and good luck with this year.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
You bet.